Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we are already diving right in because today we are going to be doing hair. And not just any hair, we are going to be styling some $30 clip-ins that I got from the beauty supply store. It was super easy. They came out beautifully. I actually wore them as a bridesmaid in a wedding and everybody absolutely loved them. It is super easy to do, super affordable. Let me show you how I did it, and hopefully you'll be able to achieve a similar look at home by yourself. Now, I should start by saying I am not a hair influencer. I am just an influencer with a lot of hair, but my tips and tricks will definitely help you to achieve this look. So let's do it. Now for me, anytime I do a style on my hair, I have to start with freshly washed hair. I just feel like if you don't start with freshly washed hair and your hair isn't clean, you're already starting off on the wrong foot. So on this day, it was actually the middle of the work week and it was late at night, but I still was determined to make sure that I washed my hair because I wanted to make sure that this style came out chef's kiss. So the way that I wash my hair is I will part my hair into big chunks and then twist down those chunks because I don't like to manipulate too much hair at one time. I find that it helps to prevent shedding and to prevent damage and breakage is just to work with smaller amounts of hair at a time. So that's what you'll see me doing here. Now I will usually part it into maybe 6 to 8 big chunks. And like I said, I will just twist, and I like to make sure that the ends are twist down as well, just to make sure that all the product is getting into all of my hair. Lately, I have been loving these pre-washed scalp drops from JVN Hair. Oh my gosh, they are so good. I was actually really surprised. This whole line is amazing. But the pre-shampoo drops, I will put onto my scalp prior to washing my hair. And I really just go in. It's very much like an oil. You take the dropper and you apply it directly to your scalp. And so I will do that in all the parts that I can see on my head. And then I will go in and actually push the dropper in between the chunks of hair onto my scalp and make sure that I'm getting the oil directly on the floor of my scalp. And once that oil is on the floor of my scalp, I'll then take my fingers all around my head and just rub it into my scalp because this oil really works to provide nourishment from the root. So I want to make sure that I'm getting the product really good and in there. I also want to take a moment to thank JVN Hair for many of the products used in this video. As a pharmacist, I love JVN Hair because it's backed by science. Unlike many other hair care lines which feature products that contain harsh silicones that can dry and damage your hair, JVN has revolutionized hair care with their hero ingredient, hemisqualane. Hemisqualane works to improve hair over time by creating healthier, stronger strands. It penetrates the hair's core to deeply repair, protect, and smooth all types and textures. That includes 4C girls like myself. The best part? Hemisqualane is in every JVN hair care product. JVN hair products are currently available on Amazon as well as on jvnhair.com, and currently for Cyber Week they've got 25% all of their products. So definitely check them out. I'm just going to speak for myself because that's all I know, but my hair requires a lot of hydration. So anytime I am trying a new hair care line, I will reach for the hydration products in that line first. And that is exactly what I did here with JVN, and they did not disappoint. And besides wanting to retain a minimum level of moisture in my hair, I also like to make sure that I'm using hydrating products before I put in any types of weaves or extensions or any kind of fake hair, because a lot of the synthetic hair and even the human blends will really zap the moisture out of your hair. So you want to make sure that you've got your stuff really hydrated so that those hairs and those protective styles don't dry you out. Now, this brand of hair that I got from the beauty supply store was not a perfect match for my hair, so I decided to put a little rinsey rinse in, and I haven't done a rinse in years, but they're super easy to do. You can get these for $5, $6 at your beauty supply store, and whatever your desired color is, you're just going to grab that. Now, I'm not going to get into too many details because each product has different instructions, but for mine, I had to wash my hair first and then I put the rinse in, and you're supposed to leave it for a certain amount of time so that the rinse can really settle into your hair and your strands. And my hair is not jet black, which is honestly a very sad, sad thing for me. I do not like the hair color that I have. It's very ashy brown. So whenever there are like weaves and things that I want to use that are black, I have to put a rinse in my hair or do something to try to color match, because my hair just does not blend with any traditional weave colors. Like no, not one, not 1B, not two, nothing. So I'm usually trying to figure out how to match. And that's why I've gotten really good at using rinses. And if I had to give you any tips on using a rinse, it would be make sure that you try to get as close to the root as possible without touching it to your scalp, because when you get it on your scalp, it really just makes a mess and doesn't look nearly as clean and nice and natural. Right? Like if you get it on your arms or all over your body like I have. Now, once the rinse has done its magic, it's time for the fun part of detangling, right? I actually hate detangling, but the thing that has made detangling so much easier for me is this Aussie Miracle Curls. I started using this for Sai, and it was just a game changer as far as detangling his hair. I started using it on my hair, and I realized that he and I have the same hair type, and Aussie Miracle Curls really works miracles. I mean, look at how easily my hair is coming apart with this product in it. Definitely a really, really good detangling product. And detanglers are really important if you're trying to make sure that you're not having any breakage or shedding. I also want to say that normally I would have blown my own hair out first before I did the twists, but I told y'all I was tired. I was being lazy, so I was just going to do this on wet hair, and I was just praying it turned out the way I wanted it to. So what you see me doing here is parting my hair from ear to ear. It doesn't have to be a neat part, it just has to be relatively straight, because this is where you're going to lay your clip in. Most packs of clip-in hair come with varying lengths. You just need to make sure that you're finding the appropriate length for the part that you've made. Now, what I did in order to get my hair to blend with the clip-in hair was I took a little bit of a curling product. It could be any kind of curl styling product. And I twisted my hair with the clip-in hair to create almost a new pattern of a curl that would be the end result for this style. And that's what I just did all around my head. This part probably took the longest, just because I wanted to make sure that it was neat and that all of the twists like were laying down neat and where they were supposed to be. And I also wanted to make sure that they were the right size, because that can really throw off the look if the twists are different sizes and shapes. Let's see, you can see how my hair here doesn't exactly blend with the clip-in hair. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna twist them together. The key to making the front look natural is ensuring that you leave enough leave out to cover up the track of the clip-in. And y'all, it really is that simple. I just went ahead and twisted the rest of my hair. And what you want to do is make sure that you have done this style with enough time to let your hair dry, especially if you do it on wet hair. I had actually done this 3 days before I needed it for the wedding. So I took this hair on a plane, a train, an automobile. Like, this baby was going to be dry before I revealed it. Now, I told y'all I was in a wedding, so I didn't have time for a full camera situation, but I did want to share with you how it turned out. What do you guys think? Be sure to let me know in the comments, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.